The United States is preparing Ukraine for the consequences of a possible nuclear strike amid ongoing nuclear threats from Russian dictator Vladimir Putin. According to Defense One, 10 Ukrainian Armed Forces soldiers and 10 security service officers spent a week at the Idaho National Laboratory, where they were trained in methods of collecting debris for nuclear forensics after a detonation. The article cites a statement by David Chichester, an employee of the laboratory directorate, who considers a Russian nuclear attack on Ukraine very unlikely. At the same time, he notes that Kyiv takes the threat of a nuclear attack by the Russian Federation seriously. As part of the training course, Ukrainian specialists in particular worked out methods of sweeping contaminated areas, collecting garbage and placing it in special storage containers, as well as loading these containers for transportation. Journalists call nuclear forensics one of the main elements of the American deterrence strategy. It allows to determine the origin of the material contained in a nuclear device, which in turn gives Washington the opportunity to hold accountable any country willing to resort to nuclear terrorism. While Ukraine has been practicing nuclear forensics as part of its effort to combat nuclear weapons smuggling, officials have sought to learn more about how to apply nuclear forensics in the event of a nuclear explosion following Russia's February 2022 invasion of Ukraine. INL's decades of U.S. nuclear forensics research, expertise, and support make it one of the few organizations capable of providing nuclear forensics support to Ukraine, the report says. Earlier, media reported that the U.S. National Security Council was not surprised by Putin's decision to change the Russian nuclear doctrine and declared the Kremlin's rhetoric irresponsible. Despite these actions by the Kremlin, the U.S. does not plan to make changes to its nuclear doctrine. Recall, Vladimir Putin updated the nuclear doctrine. He expanded the conditions that give him the right to press the red button. Thus, even a drone strike can serve as grounds for a preventive nuclear strike by the Russian Federation. Also, from now on, Putin will qualify strikes by a country that receives support from third countries or a coalition as aggression by that coalition. Putin made the changes, apparently, in response to Washington's decision to lift restrictions on Ukraine's long-range strikes against Russia using ATACMS missiles.
Ukraine President Volodymyr Zelensky on Thursday met a top military delegation from the UK in Kiev. The British delegation was led by the Chief of the Defence Staff, Admiral Sir Anthony Radakin. The talks came hours before Russia's president said a new intermediate-range missile was used in a strike on Ukraine. Vladimir Putin also warned the missile could be used against countries allowing Ukraine to fire their missiles at Russia.
Very good. Very good to see you again. Thanks so much. Hi, good to see you. Oh, please.
We were thankful from all our people from United Kingdom. We're thankful to Prime Minister, people of UK.
Relationships
Between us. So thanks.
Prime Minister Starmer sends his regards. Those have been followed up. I'm here today to reflect that. You, sir, your country, your armed forces is outstanding, and we admire you and reflect that.
Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky addressed reports of a possible attack on Kiev on Wednesday, saying this kind of information frenzy benefits only Russia. Zelensky gave the remarks during his nightly video address. The American diplomatic mission in Kiev said earlier that it had received a warning about a potentially significant Russian air attack on the Ukrainian capital and was staying closed for the day. It anticipated a quick return to regular operations. The Spanish, Italian and Greek embassies also closed for the day, but the UK government and France said that their embassies remained open. The Ukrainian leader also addressed a new $275 million support package from the US, which will include anti-personnel mines and will really strengthen our guys on the front line.
Сьогодні було багато нервів і питань про якусь особливу небезпеку. Хоча скільки жорстоких і підлих ударів Росії ми вже пройшли за цей час. Завжди треба звертати увагу на повітряну тривогу. У нас такий сусід, божевільний. Сьогодні, у 1001-й день повномасштабної війни, Росія так само божевільна, як і в 1000-й день, і 24 лютого. Інформаційне нагнітання, яке було сьогодні, якісь панічні повідомлення, які пересилали, все це тільки Росія ж і допомагає. Будь ласка, бережіть себе, допомагайте нашій армії, дбайте, зокрема, щоб ніхто не міг використати ваші емоції в своїх власних інтересах. Є новий пакет підтримки від Америки, обсяг $275 мільйонів. В пакеті безпілотники, снаряди для хаймарсів та артилерії. Дуже важливо міни, щоб зупиняти російські штурми. Це дійсно посилить наших хлопців.